Good evening, rockers and fuckers, and welcome to Marita's Metal Mania Halloween special. Tonight I want to talk about the horror legend Vincent Price, because what is Halloween without Vincent Price? He is like the voice of Halloween, of horror, and that voice, isn't it something? Wasn't it something? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do some Wikipedia facts here. Everybody could go online and see them, read them for themselves, but I'm just gonna throw it out there if you have no idea who Vincent Price is, and shame on you. Vincent Leonard Price Jr. was born on May 27th in 1911 and died on October 25th, 1993. He was, as I just said, an American horror performer in several horror films, but also in film noir, drama, mystery, thriller and comedy. He's been appearing everywhere and has more than 100 movies. Wow. And he has 2 stars on Hollywood Walk of Fame, one for motion picture and one for television. And he was born and raised near St. Louis, Missouri, and has a star on the St. Louis Walk of Fame as well. Wow, that man has gotten around. And he also was an art collector and an art consultant with degree in art history, and he lectured on this subject as well. So he got a Vincent Price Art Museum named in his honor, and he was a noted gourmet cook. Who would have known? Yeah, so that's Vincent Price, some brief history there. I'm gonna do a summary of some of the movies I've seen with him and that we're going to see with him this October. Because, like I said, what is Halloween, the month of October, Spooktober, without Vincent Price? So yeah, starting with a movie from 1959, The Tingler. It's about an obsessed pathologist that discovers that a parasite creature grows when fear grips its host. I'm really looking forward to see that movie. As you can see, you can see on the cover, when the screen screams, you scream as well if you know what's good for you. And I'm like, okay, duly noted. And then you have House on a Haunted Hill from 1959. The man is busy. I mean, like Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and oh yeah, the one from Star Wars, Peter Cushing, the Horror Hammer Legends. They were busy men. They did a lot of movies every year for a while, and that's great, because then we have a lot to watch. And you have, House on Haunted Hill from 1959. A millionaire offered $10,000 to 5 people who agreed to be locked in a large, spooky rented house overnight with him and his wife. I am not sure I would have accepted those $10,000, but time will tell when we finally watch the movie, which is way overdue for classic horror fans like myself and my husband. And then you have Tales of Terror from 1962. The 3 tales are a grieving widower and a daughter he abandoned, and you have a drunkard and his wife's black cat, and a hypnotist who prolongs the moment of a man's death. I've seen this movie, or these 3 tales, and they were really entertaining, and it was Vincent Price, kind of creepy, classic creepy, and that's the kind of creepy I like and enjoy, so I can really recommend that movie. Then you have The Tomb of Lygia from 1964. A man's obsession with his dead wife drives a wedge between him and his new bride. I've also seen this movie, and it's really good. I think I've seen it twice already, and I want to watch it again because it was like just a super classic horror movie, and kind of creepy in a good way, the way I like it, and really entertaining, and kind of unpredictable, which classic horror kind of is, instead of all the new slasher die kind of movies. And then you have Witchfinder General, also called The Conqueror Worm from 1968. Haven't seen it. We're thinking about watching it this October, and that's about a young soldier who seeks to put an end to the evils caused by a vicious witch hunter when the latter terrorizes his fiancée and kills her uncle. I've seen pictures and stuff, and I'm really looking forward to see this movie. It's one of, they have named it one of the greatest horror movies, actually, so that will be cool to watch. And I hope I can really recommend it later on. Madhouse from 1974. A horror movie star returns to his famous role after years in mental institution, but the character seems to be committing murders independent of his will. Yeah, also seen this movie. It was really good, and since it was from 74, it was a bit more modern, but very classic Vincent Price style, and yeah, very entertaining and very Halloween, October perfect. So check it out if you haven't. Yeah, Vincent Price, his, well, you know the voice. I wish we could add the voice. I hope we can add it, I don't know.
Or perhaps it's because a long time ago when I worked in Panama, I was bitten in my sleep by a bat.
He was the narrator and had a monologue on, at the end of Devil's Food on, oh, the cat is going haywire over there. He was a narrator on the end of Devil's Food on Alice Cooper's album. Here she is. Here's Lygia. No, her name is Shandy, but I call her Pussifer for the rest of the month because that's what she is. Yeah, so he has narrator monologue on Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. More on that album in another episode. And you have, of course, Deep Purple's song Vincent Price, which is dedicated to the legend himself. I'm just going to read the text for you here, the lyrics, because I think it sums up Vincent Price in a nutshell. Lightning smashing on heavy like beat, excuse me the diff, but I just can't wait. Deep in a dungeon that's rattling the chains. Man got to fight, he's gonna eat my brain. It feels so good to be afraid. Vincent Price is back again. The heart pumping now, the music sound of time. The vampire is dying, he's got him wild. Red blood dripping, she doesn't have a prayer. I know it's not real, but I just don't care. Kind of like everyone when it's October, they just want all the creepy thrills. It feels so good to be afraid. Vincent Price is back again. I want 7 screaming virgins on a sacrificial altar. Hell and God, screeching doors, zombies. Ah! Yeah, perfect lyrics and a perfect tribute to Vincent Price. And I will also talk more about this song in another episode, because what's October without? I said Vincent Price. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm also gonna do a little unpaid ad here, because I have gotten some cool Vincent Price stuff. Check out this super cool mug. It's from an Etsy shop called, I got it noted here, The Spider and Fly. Pretty, yeah, perfect name for the shop as well. Really cool Vincent Price art on the mug. And I will be drinking my coffee from that for the month of October. And you also have this ring. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but it's like the prettiest ring ever with a super clear Vincent Price image. It's so perfect. I'm gonna wear this for the month of October as well and the rest of the year to keep the spirit alive. And the ring is from a shop called Calamity Jane Designs on Etsy. I will link down below. It's unpaid, they haven't sent me anything. I purchased everything myself because I'm a Vincent Price fan, so yeah. And you have also this cool tank top. I'm not sure if you can see it. 2 big pumpkins. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. Yeah, it's from a shop on Etsy called Cult Rated. Yeah, and I just had to have it once I saw it. It was just perfect. So, Vincent Price, the man that gave life to horror.
Someone else is alive in this world. But where are they? Where are they hiding?